All right. Time to play some more Control. Or at least try to. First, I have to let the notifications go out and whatnot. So, here's the thing about the last stream. Hey, you got first. Welcome. Last stream, I found out that I had a save bleed. And that's because I've played Control before. So the old save was bleeding into my new playthrough. And the only way to fix that is to delete all of the saves completely, as if you had never played Control before, and then start a new game. So, posture check and hydrate already. All right, set up straight and grab some hydration. So, between last stream and this stream, I have started a new playthrough and caught up to where we were at the start of last stream. So we're about to go into the research sector. You got a new cat? Aw, that's cool. Well, in the meantime, we're going to try to go into the research sector. And hopefully the cat enjoys watching Control. The other thing that I've done is I've turned the graphic settings pretty low. Turned off RTX and everything. Uh, just because I'd like to be able to see textures when we're running around. Hopefully that helps. The CDS strikes again. Yep, the cat distribution system strikes again. Let's go. Yes, cat distribution system, not services. Okay, so we are in Central Executive, and I do have like the spin and the grip, but I have completely different weapon mods and personal mods than I did on my first playthrough that I had been streaming before. And I tried to get all the same collectibles, and I hope I did. But we may have missed a couple that we'll have to go back for at some point. Um, we also have different countermeasures, board countermeasures to get than we did last time. But we are on Old Boys' Club, and we have to find Marshall, because Jesse believes Marshall may know more about Dylan, according to Emily.
If they occupy a host system, utilize their skills, then the Bureau's number of combat just depends on
First,
how big is
but
the
save
problem.
bleed. First I meant first time we have gone through it, not the first time I've gone through it. It looks like there are missing people here in the oldest house. See, we wouldn't have been able to see that if we couldn't see the textures. Let's go to the research sector. Just giving you a hard time. Good, the mimic deserves it. Harsh. Attacking good, humble adventurers. I don't attack any good, humble adventurers. I only attack and defend myself against people invading my home. Central research. Oh, I don't remember this playing.
Head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
Yeah, this definitely didn't play when we tried last week. I just got this far in my casual playthrough. Oh, cool. Okay, so we got a new collectible, and that was just Dr. Darling presenting the research sector. Didn't I run through a doorway right there last time? I may have skipped a lot by having that save bleed going. I heard his. Oh, they're there. Come on. Got it. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, watch out for those rockets. I tried to get the same upgrades I had last time, but I'm not 100% sure I did. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. Got the flying one. I let something hit me way too much there. Oh. Looks like we have some hiss nodes. So we got a few new materials, an intrusive pattern, and an astral blip. And we got the Hiss Sniper. Hiss Corrupted Sniper, confidential. Summary. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance, using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the Hiss snipers are well aware of how to use it. I think we got that one last time. So I may end up rereading a few of our research notes. Hey, parapsychology. Exactly what we were looking for. Let's see. Was there anything... I do want to go back up and see if I missed anything on these floors to read or collect. Like a shelter. Emergency call summary. AWE-18. Event date 06/17/1993. Event location NA. Event summary. A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE Redacted, in which redacted. Event response. Event is believed to have been caused by redacted, and as a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent redacted. Redacted. Interesting. AWE-18 had something to do with a phone line. We'll have to keep an eye out for more events with a phone line, or for more things referencing AWE-18. Was there anything to read up here? Like on this desk? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's get to parapsychology since we successfully unlocked it. Clearance level 3. Good thing Emily gave us that.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Okay, so this is the elevator right here that we took up last time. And we can't even get over there to talk to her. So yeah, this whole area was really messed up. And the hiss really doesn't want me to go that way. Let's get rid of the sniper first. Ah. They really like to use those rockets, don't they? Yeah, that hurt a lot. I need to use my shield more, that's for sure. Okay. So we have these poor guys sitting in the red rooms. That's the same, but I don't remember there being something here. Emergency call supplement. AWE 18, event date 06/17/1993. Details. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher. 911, what is your emergency? Voice. Hello? Hello? I'm here. Can you hear me? Dispatcher. I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? Voice. I'm, inside the wires. I'm lost. Dispatcher. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? Voice. I feel like I'm stretching through the wire, towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Dispatcher. Go where, ma'am? Voice. Go, gone, away. Dispatcher. Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Dispatcher. Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Note. Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but was no longer in service. So, what you're telling me is that the unnamed individual became one with the telephone line and was traveling along it. And that's notably similar to another AWE? That's kind of scary. I don't remember that guy being up. That guy got up and sat down on the chair. We have the dummies playing dodgeball. That one's being cleaned. This one's empty. And the door is sealed off, so we can't go in there. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's go on to the Astral Exhibition. Ooh. Another screen.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted Black Pyramid. The board, all linked. Intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
So, ooh, executive sector, major targets. We'll have to go try that. We have 20 minutes to do so. But first, we're gonna claim this control point. And then I'm curious whether Dr. Darling was just implying that the board gets to decide who controls objects of power, but the ones that they know, you know what I mean? The ones that they have control over. Construct Pierce. Can't construct Pierce yet. But what we can do is fast travel. See, that looks better. We don't have all of these control points unlocked like we did last week. But I can go probably to Dead Letters. Is that closest to Pneumatics? We need to go to Pneumatics. Then we'll come back to that control point. Oh, now that I think about it, I can unlock some of these doors now. Airplanes aren't real. Oh, we got this last time. I just didn't pick it up on the previous on my non-streaming playtime. Okay, so we already did this one. That's the one where planes aren't real. They're actually underground trains, and the planes in the sky are monsters. Which is terrifying. Did we watch this one? Introduction to Paranatural Topics. Hold on.
Just look at it. 8
Okay.
inches wide and capable of storing a
So we
whopping
picked it up last time. I just hadn't picked it up. There's the floppy disk. That's what that is. Okay. Let's get to pneumatics. Eliminate key targets. Oh, that was one of them. Gotta get those shields down. I like when I can hit them going both ways. Ah, they got me. But whatever they hit me with dealt a lot of damage really suddenly. I should have been using my shield more. Well, that's 2 board countermeasures, or not countermeasures, but the where I need to go and help clear things out that we've failed so far. But now we can continue on through the Astral Exhibition. The Astral Plane Exhibition, compiled by Dr. Casper Darling. Summary. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to file 3-19-3811 for full report. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Okay, so they're talking about the Astral Spike, but what was its old name? Interesting. So they have images of the astral plane. File these to Darling, to Marshall. That looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Okay, so what's this one?
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Yeah, you can't kill them, as we learned from the board in the astral plane. So, be aware, flashing lights in this section. I'll let you know when we're out of this section and there's no more flashing lights. Okay, so can we actually contain it? I wonder if we could actually contain it. I think we could. Come on, this way. Yeah, come on, I'm right here. Now what I need to do is get through here as quickly as possible. Press this button. That'll close that. And there's no more flashing
What was
lights.
the Bureau doing with that thing?
Posture check. Alright, no more flashing lights and a posture check. Sit up straight. I like the big cardboard inverted pyramid. That's supposed to be the board. I like how much of the stuff in this game is destructible. They made that frame pretty hardy, though.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Alright, we've reached parapsychology. Always get rid of the spheres first. Oh, that was close. They almost got me with that. Okay, got one of the flying things. Ooh. I meant to grab the rocket, but I failed. There's that one. There's that one. Is that everybody? No? Are there more people upstairs? I just want to be sure I go through and collect everything first. Yeah, there's more people upstairs. Okay. Ooh. A bunch of people. I see you up there. Come on. Yeah, hit me again. Hey, we did it. And we got Hiss Cluster. Hiss clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of Hiss resonance without the need of a host. Hiss clusters are dense spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the Hiss makes an effort to preserve its corrupted hosts underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to file redacted for full report. And then, okay, this is the Darling presentation on the astral spike. We already saw that. Okay. So now we can come over here and cleanse the control point. That worked much better than before.
We've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Okay, so first I saw something, a couple things over here, and then we'll go talk to Marshall. Interesting. So we got a new mission. Astronauts Information. Compiled by Dr. Bethany Harrington, Parapsychology Department Chief, by order of Casper Darling, Head of Research. Processes and Best Practices Astronaut Program. Summary. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file OOP18 for details. In the Hypnosis Lab, a section of the Parapsychology Division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes, known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data is conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. Refer to file 8-29-1838 for full report. Okay, so that gives me the mission to go investigate the X-ray light box. And since I like the power that the X-ray light box gives, we're gonna go do that. Groupthink. Compiled by Paula Brandt, researcher, by order of Emily Pope, research specialist. Utilization of paranatural elements, rethinking groupthink. Summary. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the Parapsychology Department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's, or I don't think I'm saying that right, original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. Refer to file 3-18-2849 for full report. I wonder How many of these experiments and papers and people are real? I'm very curious about that. Okay, so do I want to go do the hypnosis lab before I talk to... I'm gonna go do the hypnosis lab because it's that way. And then we'll go talk to Marshall. Right? No. I'm gonna talk to Marshall. And then decide whether I'm going to the hypnosis lab or not. Because Marshall might tell me to go to the hypnosis lab.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She got that right.
More of you? Really?
That wasn't too bad for being cornered down here like that. Okay, so she opened the elevator. And instead of doing that, we're gonna go to the hypnosis lab, which was down here.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Oh, so this is locked. I don't think that was locked before. Okay, so we need to go this way. That has to do with the luck lab. I remember we talked about that. Control unit. Up, down, left, right. Okay, so what is the answer? Is the answer what I'm seeing up there on the top right? Apparently it was. Interesting locking mechanism. Now we can get in here.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first class. And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Yeah. The other thing with the Astronaut program is they're the ones that they've been strapping to chairs. So that one that was flying around in a chair was an astronaut. Hey, we can actually like read this now. Patient is Cage M. Date is November 20th, 1974, St. Anne's Hospital. A bunch of numbers that I'm afraid I don't understand. Gold enemies are immune to Jesse's attacks. I have to use C's to kill it. I need to wait for the black ones to spawn. Okay, so now I can do this. Nope, killed it too fast. Oh, come on. I'm just disappointed in myself mostly. There we go. Got one. Got two. Oh good, they do give me health nodes. And that was the board telling me that the X-ray box has now been validated and bound. Sweet. And then that did give us a new case file. X-ray Lightbox OOP18-PE. Acquisition date September 1st, 2003. Containment location Parapsychology Department, Research Sector. Containment procedure. No unique procedures needed. Description Parautility. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named Redacted, but we know that is Cage M. The object allows parautilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's redacted. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. This effect lasts redacted. Once released, the seized redacted as a result of the psychic trauma. The object has no current binder. Background. A janitor named Redacted bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in Redacted. Soon, the building's occupants were redacted by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to Redacted, the perpetrator, and redacted the item. Fatalities numbered in the redacted. For operational details, see case 26-HQ-452. That is such a large redacted blank for the number of fatalities. And then this is just the astronaut liability. Okay.
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
And then it doesn't look like we can get through here. There's a house shift and a sealed door. Okay. And then what was the other side? I feel like the other side had stuff to the extrasensory lab. Okay, so this is the side that had all of the tanks. And these probably had astronauts in them. Dr. Yoshimi Tokui's Guided Imagery Experience. Find the tape taken by Dr. Darling and find the tape taken to the ritual office. Good news, the Dr. Tokui tapes arrived this week. Finally. You really should have used same-day shipping. I sent them out to Dr. Darling and Dr. Harrington to check out before we begin serious examination. If you need them right away, I'd check Dr. Darling's room and the ritual office. Can't wait to start testing Dr. Yoshimi Tokui's famous guided imagery experience. So that is the previously exclusive mission that I've never played before. That was exclusive to, I want to say, the PlayStation 4. And it was written, it's a mission that was written by Kojima. So we'll have to definitely do that, but I don't think we have access to the Ritual Division yet. I think we get access to the HRA lab by going and talking to Marshall. So what I'm going to do is go back to our missions and track this. Now we can take the elevator and go talk to Marshall. And we've already caught up to what we did last week, right? Seize duration. Definitely going to increase that. And then I have 3, so I could increase seize duration again. I know I had launch basic enemies when their health is low. Or I could get more energy. Or launch damage. Either of these two would be good to have. But so would Shield Rush. I haven't been hurting for energy yet, so what I'm going to do is take launch damage, because I don't want to take launch enemies, since right now I want to seize enemies. They're more useful to me that way. So I'm going to take launch damage. Board countermeasures. Oh, we killed a Hiss Trooper. Let's collect our reward. Okay, so we need to kill 3 enemies using melee. Kill Hiss Rangers in the maintenance sector. Kill Hiss Guards in executive using spin. We don't have charge. Kill enemies with the service weapon in any mode. Let's just take that one, since I know we'll be killing Hiss. It's gonna be this one that opens, huh? Yeah, I was right.
Marshall is waiting for you in the Luck Lab, just down the hall.
Okay, yeah, these people weren't here last time. My save was really messed up. Oh. Rubber Duck Supplement. Rubber Duck AI52-AE. Acquisition date January 2nd, 2001. Containment location Panopticon, Floor 3, Unit 6. Background. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. Oh, hydrate. Alright, everybody grab something to drink. I should make little stream notifications for those that pop up on screen. Just down in the corner or something. So, somebody was taking paranatural objects out of the oldest house, and it created a rubber duck that follows them around.
Welcome to the party now. Marshall is right down the hall.
Oh, that one doesn't have anything to say. Let's take this control point. Get into the luck lab. So yeah, this place was completely empty the first time we came through here.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Oh, and it
Seen
just...
that funky mirror they're studying down the hall? I heard it steals your soul.
Don't worry. You've already sold yours by working here.
So there's a mirror down the hall that steals your soul. I vote you put the stream notifications in the top right. Okay. It's probably a good place for them. Very few games put things in the top right. Okay, so I can't even talk to anybody here.
Has anyone heard from Salvador?
Last anyone heard, he was taking a security team into containment. The reason is currently unknown.
I think I know the reason.
Salvador was going to containment. Okay, so Salvador's the one that, is the head of security. Oh, would you look at that? Upright to gain luck, down to...
Collins, watch
dump it out?
Squad C hasn't made it back. They're still out there, which means we should.
Are you going to fight the mirror now? I'm not sure if I have access to it, because that might be through the clearance 5, and I don't think I have clearance 5. Yeah, I have clearance level 3.
We wouldn't last a minute out there. You saw what those things could do. We need to retreat. If we stay here, we're dead.
Marshall said we need more HRAs. If you want to go sit in a corner and suck your fucking thumb, don't let me stop you. But no one will be calling you a ranger afterwards.
The fight's not in here, Rangers. Let's look for alternatives.
The Rangers seem to be having a tough time. You're the director, you should have more clearance than anyone? Well, I've only been the director for, like,
See if you can find
a couple
anything in this
hours.
place.
I haven't even gone through our onboarding
Darling
yet.
sure found enough places to hide. That weirdo's got labs everywhere.
So there's labs. Darling has labs everywhere, huh? I bet I need level 5 to get in there, and I bet there's stuff in there that I need for the luck lab. Onboarding was when the board tried to make you shoot yourself. That's fair. I think somebody's shooting at me. Oh, we're in the ritual division.
I see what you're doing. We have to help them.
Hey, it's the ritual division. Okay, so there's a sphere somewhere. Okay, there's the sphere, way up there. Oh, can't believe I got hit by that. Ah, the sphere moved. Excuse me, Rangers. Okay, got the sphere. Ah, great. Ah, I didn't even realize those ones were right there. Oof. Okay, let's make sure there's nothing down here. You should shoot at them back. Hey, I did. Okay, so Synchronicity Lab is closed off by the hiss. Then the oldest house has closed off Central Research. Ritual office. Okay, so the oldest house has blocked off ritual office. Okay, so I'm gonna open my loadout because I'm running out of room for weapon mods. Do I have anything good for the spin? Because I have grouping efficiency, which increases my accuracy. Oh, this does it even better. Let's do that one. I can deconstruct some of these since I have a bunch of lower level versions. There we go. Energy boost, dodge efficiency, health boost. So I have health boost 3, so I'm not going to do that. And I'm using launch efficiency right now. And I think I'd prefer launch efficiency. Ooh, a shelter. That we can't go through yet. I think we need to claim this control point first. Chief Lewis, that's not good. Oh, that hurt. He kept trying to throw things at me, I think. Whoa, that was close. So that was the parapsychology chief. Oh, that wasn't... That was one of the Hiss that I took control of. That wasn't a ranger. Okay, let's try that again. This is a cooler room. Okay, so the ritual office we can just get to through that direction. There's a shelter up there and a shelter down here. Did I get that shelter? I can't remember. Because I came from up there. And I immediately heard shooting, so I don't think I got this shelter. Yeah, see? Then there's a bathroom down here. I'm just checking for any papers. Don't mind me. No, I don't see any. Okay. So that still didn't clear central research, but it did clear the synchronicity lab. That's the thing about the oldest house, it's so big. It'd be funny if there was Hiss using the restroom when you're checking the stalls. I know, right? That'd be pretty good. Shows the Hiss continue the habits of the people it takes over. Or something to that effect. Threshold Kids Proposal. Compiled by Bethany Harrington, parapsychologist, by order of director Zachariah Trench. Initiative proposal: The Threshold Kids. Problem: with the recent arrival of the Redacted, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young Redacted. There are no other Redacted for Redacted to play with, and Redacted is expected to learn about a frightening new concepts. That's what's written. Okay. Solution: Redacted will require a slow, Redacted-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Redacted will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Redacted to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Redacted love puppets. OMG, Bethany, you suck. The Threshold Kids are so scary. Yeah, Bethany didn't quite get it. The Threshold Kids are much more scarier than the slow, child-friendly, because that's definitely what that is, introduction to paranatural topics. So, there's a child here that has no other children to play with and is expected to learn about paranatural concepts and living in the oldest house. Interesting. Interesting. Bethany missed the mark by a country mile. The Threshold Kids are scarier than the Hiss. I wouldn't go that far. The Hiss are pretty scary. Hiss Warped. Okay. Hiss Warped Agent. Summary. The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities, while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Refer to file redacted for full report. It'd be really scary if every Hiss could become one of these and get more powerful. That would be scary. Okay. So we need to get to the HRA lab, which is directly behind us. But then there's also the Synchronicity lab. It'd be even scarier if the Hiss possessed the Threshold kids. Luckily, the Threshold kids are not an altered item. They're just puppets. It'd be really scary if the puppets became altered items. That I agree with. That would be terrifying. We're gonna go into protective studies, which should be where the HRA lab is. Hey, it's the rubber duck from last time. Yeah, I came through this whole section backwards, didn't I? Altered items or no, the Hiss don't haunt my nightmares, but the Threshold kids do. The Threshold kids are just learning about scary concepts that they're unfamiliar with.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
So, she was just trying everything on the duck. I hadn't noticed these symbols down here. These are the same type of symbols that the lock, that their locks use, their electronic locks. Let me see. Topher and Meg feed on human souls. They don't consume food and water like humans. They only eat human souls. I don't think that's true. Okay, so is one of those going to be the key for opening that? Oh, you know what? I think I get through some other way. Because look at the map. It shows there being like a tunnel right here or something.
This way to the lab? Okay.
You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the Hiss.
Okay, so what's this over here? Oh, this is just a... Oh, excuse me. There we go. Ooh. It's orange. Yeah, I think we, take that. It's a prime energy boost. I think 12% total energy is better than 11% less energy cost just for launch. Okay, and that's the rubber duck. There's this door over here. I can hear the duck. Oh. Is it up through there? Can I get up there is the bigger question. I'm not sure I can. Everything's just slightly too tall. But I bet that's how I get to the rubber duck. So I got it too early last time. How do you get through a vent? Duck? Oh, that's terrible. Oh. Where did I get this piece of paper? Hold on. Oh, it's just taped. They taped the password. They taped the password to the panel. Oh, that's awful. Or no, that's what... I bet that piece of paper is what Marshall gave me to get in here. Okay.
You
The
let me
HR.
here. Any idea how to make it work?
There's something up there. Too strong. Our way in. Changing variables. Leaks out. Classified. So this one seems special because that one was classified when these other ones weren't.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so I have to figure out the puzzle. Black Rock Prisms, compiled by Casper Darling. Summary. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range redacted to redacted hertz, with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism onto a redacted. Methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance redacted in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file redacted for full report. So BlackRock dampens paranatural forces, and prisms might allow you to harmonize with them and then imprint them on things. Imprint those harmonizations on things. Okay, so we have punch cards. We probably have to put them in the correct order.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
I bet there's more upstairs. because otherwise they wouldn't have led me this way.
The Forest of Positive Interactions. So I play this and get in the tank. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Self-reflection can bring answers. I read that somewhere.
So that tape was part of the side quest. Okay. Jesse finds a strange audio tape containing a guided imagery experience. Play the first guided experience tape. I still need to find the tape in the ritual office. Okay, and then number 4 is up here. So number 1... Can I see what punch cards I have? Doesn't look like it. So I think the first punch card is going to be this one.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Yes, Marshall, I got it. Thank you for helping. Yeah, see, this one matches. So number 1 is going to be this one. Number 2 is going to be the small one, I think. This should be number 2.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
Yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is this one. Number 4 will be the one that's all on the left, and that's upstairs. That leaves number 5, the only one left in my
Looks
inventory.
like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Let's give it a try. No? Okay. Well then, let's swap 2 and 3. Because he has an arrow that swaps them on that whiteboard.
What do the symbols mean?
Feedback loop. Number 5 should be the one all the way on the left. I see. For some reason, the way you're pronouncing numbers, especially 3, reminds me of Lockpicking Lawyer. I keep expecting to hear you say click on 3.
What are these
I've watched some of Lockpicking Lawyer, but not nearly enough. Hey, we got it. You just have to pay attention to the arrows. And it's really useful to be able to see textures of the whiteboards to do that. You should watch more LPL then. Yeah, I should. Polaris is interacting with it.
prism's shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
With just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
That is cool looking.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Or was it interacting with Polaris? That's true, it could have been interacting with Polaris instead of Polaris interacting with it. The crystal. It's a big house. Yeah, this is a really big house. It's the oldest house. Okay, so this leads back to Central Research. However, before I do that, I do want to go back to the Synchronicity Lab, I think. Because that's sitting right off the Ritual Division. There's also the Ritual Division office right there. Which means I might be able to get the other tape for the imagery experience. I'd like to do that if I can. And I did just get a bunch more ability points. And I think more collectibles too. Multimedia, resonance. So this was the one we just watched. It was Dr. Darling.
Resonance is the key. Vibration, frequencies, waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics. These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me. It's trying to warn me of something imminent. I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
So he was talking with something called Hedron, and it seems like it warned him about the Hiss and offered to protect them. And that's why he started making HRAs before the Hiss ever invaded. The board called us. Objects of power are holders, 665. To the other, blessings. We hold the reins, law. We are failing in translating hyperreal concepts. Secrets instructions will be lost. Ignore this message. That was weird. Why would the board tell me to ignore something, and they're saying that they're losing... Things are being lost in translation. And they're already pretty bad at communicating with us. I wonder at how much the Hiss are malevolent versus just like carnivorous, effectively. Maybe they're not evil, just predatory. And Hedron isn't necessarily benevolent, but just a higher order predator? That's possible, but they keep, especially Dr. Darling, keeps referring to it as virus-like, and it does seem fairly virus-like. It spreads. And then it tries to keep the hosts alive. Like they mentioned with the Hiss clusters, the spheres. Viruses aren't malevolent though. That's true. But does seem to be attacking specific points in the oldest house, and trying to infiltrate the astral plane and the board. Let's see, we have 5 ability points. More energy might be good. Better shield barrage could be good. Better seize. Seize duration. I'm not too worried about seize duration yet. I think I'm going to actually go with more health, because I keep getting fairly low on health. Maybe the Hiss aren't doing this out of spite, but rather because it's what they do and how they survive. I could see that, but that sounds an awful lot like some of the other things, like mold, that's already also invading the oldest house. Launch basic enemies, shield strength. Oh, more launch damage. I'm just gonna do more launch damage with those other two. There we go. Okay, did that. Okay, that triggered an autosave, and so I am all out of time for the night. But we definitely seem to have fixed the save. Or not fixed the save, but created a new save that doesn't have the same problems as the old one. And we're making our way through research in the... We made our way through research in the way it was meant to be, which is good. And next time, hopefully we will do the previously exclusive mission and check out the guided imagery experience. But it is still fun replaying Control. It's been a while. I haven't played it since it first came out, so I don't remember everything. That's fun to replay. It's just a fun game, too. Thanks for hanging out.